Hello beautiful people, welcome to my vlog. You all know stage and theater performances do not exist, that's my job. I needed to adapt, as all of us. I believe that we need to do what we love and follow what actually makes us tick, and for me that's arts and that's performing. I did an acting for camera course. I know that for people that are watching my vlog and are not from the acting industry, acting is acting, and a lot of people think, and that's the main question that usually I get, how do you learn all these lines? That's not acting. During this acting for camera course, it felt very much like that's mainly what I did. I just learned a lot of lines. My memory capacity, I think, became much faster, with now auditions being mainly self-tapes, and you have like a day or two to film your self-tape. Remembering the lines as fast as you can, that's not what I see acting as. Well, as an actor, I get to basically create a human being, what makes them tick, what's their history, what's their experience in life, what things they have been through that are not me, that are different from me. As actors, we need to know, first of all, ourselves very, very, very well. Know what are our shadow movements. Create a different human being with their shadow movements, with their behaviors, with their way of speaking, with their intonations, everything. Mostly, if it's not comedy, it will be my accent. I will take from my own experiences, but it's still a different human being. Theater, there's the magic of doing a lot of rehearsals and kind of experimenting with the character, the things that I'm similar to the character or different from the character, trying how they walk and how they move, and interaction, of course, with the other characters on stage, because a different character that will bring me something, then what do I bring to that character, which makes different performances of Shakespeare amazing, because one Hamlet is not the same as another Hamlet. Nowadays, a lot of Shakespearean productions that I did, we were adaptations, and I got to play a lot of male roles. In the old days, male got to play female roles. What do I bring to that character? Trying something, and then it's like, no, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel the character, and finding those things, that's the magic of the rehearsal process. The audience comes, which means there's a whole different interactions, and in every day of a performance there are different energies, and every person brings something new or discovers even something new, something as a human being that we went through throughout the day, kind of what we bring on that day to the character, and it creates a new magic with what the audience gives, whether it's them crying at some point or laughing at some point, reacting in some way to something that we did on stage. And it's kind of this magic thing. Acting for camera, the camera sees it all, so literally just me raising my eyebrows now, it's a big thing. On stage you need to make it big, because the person in the last row or the person sitting up in the gods, which is top balcony in a theater, needs to get the same storyline, the same emotions, the same character feelings as the people sitting all the way at the front. When it comes to the camera, it's very different. I needed to do a lot of adapting. I've been doing acting since I was 8. I've been doing performance since I was 5. It was an interesting month. I was quite afraid because I thought I will not enjoy it. Surprised to discover that I do enjoy it. There's still the interaction between two actors, and what the other actor brings to it, and what do I bring to the character, and then it's just the rehearsal, I guess. The performance is to the director, and then which take would they choose with the editor will be the final thing that after that the audience sees. Trusting the director and the editor and the camera people and the crew around take what we bring as actors and create something that the audience would be touched by in some, or moved by, or provoked by in some way, depend of course on the genre. I was very lucky with having a team that was kind of working together and supporting each other, rather than being competitive. That kind of engrained things my last month. Now in London, and I think slowly in the rest of Europe, a second lockdown, which means theatre shows that were supposed to come up and started to come up slowly are now closed again. Sorry, every time I say it, my eyes become teary. Despite finding the joy in acting for camera this month, my heart is still in theatre. And yeah, I started thinking of this idea, which I put in Actors UK, which is like a Facebook group for actors. A lot of writers and filming crews, people and actors have responded with a positive interest to that. But the first stage will be to find a space in which we can do that. I'm not a person that kind of gives up, and I use circumstances as opportunities. I have to thank that for my mom. When I wanted a Barbie doll as a kid in the shop, she wouldn't give it to me. I will just sit there in the middle of the shop. She will continue sitting there, kind of knowing that she will come back. For me, it seemed like a whole day I will sit there just waiting for her. I will not leave that spot. I will stay in that spot in front of the Barbie doll that I want, and we will just wait for her. And she will always come back. A lot of times I wouldn't get the Barbie doll, to be honest, but I would get something. Thinking kind of way, it kind of adapted my brain that if I really want something, I just need to insist on it and I will eventually get it, or I will get something similar. Odd things, the way that our brain kind of works and what we get used to. My next mission is to find a theatre space that is possible for a group of creatives to live in, and has a theatre performance space as well, to do what we usually do in residencies and in performances, which is living together as an ensemble, creating a show. As actors, a lot of times when we do residencies or fringe performances or tours, we get to actually live with the same group that we perform with. We get to rehearse with those people through week, 2 weeks, even a month. Kind of live, breathe, and create with those people, which is an amazing thing. It's kind of similar to a lockdown, but with basically the group of actors that we perform an act with. If I need to do a lockdown, why not use this opportunity for creative purposes? Some film crews basically are in a status of they lock down together with the same crew. There's no reason why a theatre group ensemble will not be able to do that, using lockdown to our benefits. I did try to contact a few theatre spaces in London that I could think of that might be interested in a project like that, or that I think have an area that people can also live in. Battersea Art Centre used to have an opportunity to live there and kind of create there, and also you work there. It's one example, but I know there are a few theatre group places that do that. Not sure if it's even legal now and if we're allowed to do that. I didn't get responses, like not positive ones, not negative ones, so I'm not sure if due to the pandemic and everything they're just not in the office or checking their emails in any capacity. That's kind of going to be my next project, I guess. Well, that along with finding a new agent and slowly getting to the acting for camera industry. I had a bit of a meltdown with that because it felt like going back to the start. It's a whole different subject for my next vlog. If you see that vlog and know of a space that might be interested in taking my project, direct them my way. If you are the owner of a theatre space, even check your email. I might have actually contacted you. I use a lucky theatre that I've contacted and want to take my project. I'm sending my wish to the universe, and somehow it's gonna happen. I've emailed about 15 or 20 theater spaces, so I'm hoping one of them will contact me back. I got some interesting responses from writers that I think will be interesting and fun to collaborate with. It's like this sort of a Big Brother, but for creatives, with a theater stage. Maybe if some film channel wants to do that, some Big Brother for creatives creating a show. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking out loud right now. I think that's the time where I need to finish my vlog. So yeah, see you on the next vlog. Bye.